in my favor. Sorry. Hey, Kimmy. Okay, we're talking about algorithms, that people complain all the time about the algorithms. The algorithm doesn't like me. The algorithm is not working in my favor. The algorithm isn't algorithming. And I want to just really, I feel like if every social media creator started out understanding like what the algorithm is and what it wants from you, then it'll be a whole lot easier for you to figure out what you need to do in order to please the algorithm, what you need to do to grow. So the way I look at it is the way, if you can give the algorithm what it wants, then the algorithm is going to in turn give you what you want. So let me just start off by breaking down like what I mean or what we mean when we say algorithm in the context of social media. So like a social media algorithm is essentially like a set of rules or formulas that certain platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, what they use to decide which content gets shown to the users and in what order. So think of it kind of like the platform's brain that is constantly analyzing data like your interactions, your preferences, and your behaviors to figure out what content you're most likely to engage with. And for us creators, it's really important to understand the basics of how these algorithms work because it's going to be absolutely key to getting your content seen by the right people. So today we're going to talk about what the algorithms do, how they work, and more importantly, how to use them to your advantage. Certain things, I was talking on my TikTok live the other day about algorithms and about a couple of key pieces. Maybe I was talking about SEO. Maybe I was talking about engagement. So I'm just going to go through important things to know about algorithms one by one. And let's just start off with engagement. Okay. The algorithms, and mind you, I'm talking about all the platforms, they're going to prioritize content that gets the most interaction. That's engagement. Engagement equals interaction. Likes, comments, shares, saves. Watch time is also interaction. So if somebody watches your content all the way through, that's a good sign. Somebody clicks off as soon as your content starts going, that's a bad sign to the algorithm. So what do you have to do as a creator? You have to create the content that is going to encourage the engagement, encourage likes, encourage comments, encourage shares. And I don't mean just saying asking for likes. Y'all, please like this video, please share, please save. I mean, you can ask, but I mean making the content good enough so that people want to share it. They want to save it. Valuable enough that they want to save it. Interesting enough that they want to send it to their friends. That's your part. Okay? Number 2, consistency. That word that every creator that hops on my live streams or comes into my inbox tells me, I haven't been consistent. I understand. It's hard to be consistent. But the truth of the matter is most platforms are going to reward the creators who post consistently. And not so much about if I post 3 times a day, it's going to be better than once a day, because that's frequently. But it's just showing up on a regular so that your audience trusts you and the algorithm trusts you. Algorithm wants creators that are going to continue. The algorithm work for the platforms to bring people to the platform and to keep people on the platform. Well, if they have a bunch of creators who are just willy-nilly posting, nobody's going to be interested in that platform. So if there are creators who post on a regular basis and their viewers who are their fans and these creators are their faves are going to be showing up, you better have something new for them to watch. I know I'm not the only one who gets on YouTube or sometimes my podcasts that I watch. That's also a platform. And I'm like, when is this person going to put some new content out? I love them. I can't get enough of them. But they haven't put out new content in a week and a half. What's going on? It's irritating to the viewer. So consistency matters. Also, you need to be sure you realize what each platform's priorities are. So, for instance, YouTube may value watch time and viewer duration. Instagram, perhaps, at this moment, loves shares and saves. TikTok prioritizes really high engagement in the first few hours. So does YouTube. So you need to be familiar with what each platform's algorithm is wanting for you at the time. I happen to know or feel, I don't know this for sure, right now that TikTok is prioritizing lives. Creators who go live. Maybe TikTok, and anytime there's a new feature, when creators use that feature, the platforms will prioritize the creators who are using that feature. Say, maybe a few months ago, TikTok offered the vertical feature. I don't know if they still are, if they did or not, but that was a new feature. So whoever's using that feature, they're probably going to push their content out because they want a bunch of people to see it and interact with it because they want to see if it's worth it for them to keep that feature in there. Okay, this is something I talked about on my live stream when I was talking about SEO, search engine optimization, optimizing your content. Most algorithms rely on the metadata. What is metadata? This is data that it can read. Words, titles, tags, descriptions, even some metadata is what you're saying if you're using closed captioning, because it's translating your words too. And what I mean by that, I used the example on TikTok the other day of a young creator who was doing motherhood content and showing her that a trending topic was stay-at-home mom outfit inspiration. Okay, how would she use metadata to help the visibility of her content? She would, if it was on YouTube, she would title her video using those words, stay-at-home mom outfit inspiration. She would put tags in that video. If she was on TikTok or Instagram, she would use hashtags, stay-at-home mom, outfit inspiration, outfit inspo. She would write a detailed description. Today I'm going to show you 4 options for easy stay-at-home mom outfit inspiration, however she phrases that. Even on TikTok, you might want to put it in your, as you're on your, they don't call them thumbnails, but your screen that shows up in your feed. Put a title there, outfit inspiration for stay-at-home moms. So that if someone happens to goes to your TikTok page and they're scrolling through and trying to decide which content to watch, they'll know which one that is. So be intentional about using keywords that target your audience and that perhaps your audience would search for. Another part that kind of plays into the algorithm that you wouldn't think about is quality over quantity. So I think Roberto Blake did a whole series on low quality content. It's not going to help you to put out a lot of content if the content really isn't that good. Meaning you didn't think through it, you didn't structure it the right way to capture someone's attention, you didn't edit out all the dead spots, you didn't prioritize lighting or sound. So that's kind of connected to the other parts of the algorithm where people watch longer, engage. I see y'all's questions. I'll get to them. And when that happens, when people click off or they'll continue watching, the algorithm is going to assume that that's low quality content. And it may be. And speaking of that, the first few seconds are crucial. So most of the platforms is going to use early viewer behavior to decide if your content is worth showing to more people. That's why sometimes you make a video, it gets a few hundred views and it's dead in the water. Then you post another video and all of a sudden it takes off running. How the first few viewers interact with your content helps the algorithm decide whether they're going to show your content to more people. So one way to deal with that, and I really like this way, I'm going to die on this hill, that if you have a posting schedule, not so much with short form, but with YouTube, you have a posting schedule and you have told your audience day in and day out, month in and month out, that your videos are going to go live on Sunday at noon. Those die-hard people who are really going to engage with your content, they are ready. They're like, oh, Sunday at noon, my favorite creator is posting. So if they don't know, like if you didn't have a schedule and you just post it whenever, maybe they're not on YouTube. Maybe they're at school. Maybe they're at work. So how are they going to be those early engagers? So I say having a schedule for long-form content is important. So one thing I want to mention is, like I said, like right now, TikTok is prioritizing this. Right now, Instagram may be prioritizing that. That's because algorithms evolve constantly. So you, as a creator, need to be responsible for keeping up with the changes, experimenting with new content formats, and analyzing your analytics to see what is working best for you. And it may be as simple as this video performs so much better than that video. This type video performs so much better than that type video. It's up to you to try to figure out why. And remembering that algorithms are not there for you, the creator. The algorithms are designed to serve the user, the viewer. So pay attention. If you know that, and YouTube is great about this, YouTube tells you what other channels your audience is watching. So you can study those channels. You can see when they're online. You can see what people are commenting in their content, mentioning what they like. Even YouTube, I'm not sure if this is YouTube or one of the extra tools I have attached like vidIQ or TubeBuddy, but one of them shows you other creators' content and what is being watched, what is being rewatched, what's being skipped. So studying your audience's behavior as it relates to other creators that they watch is important. Um, this is sort of about the algorithm, like using native tools. They like for you to create the content inside the tools. I was showing the other day on TikTok using the creator search insight rather, and how if you put in your search term relative to what you are posting about, you can see if there's anything trending, any trending topics. And if you see that there's a topic that's trending and getting a lot of views, a lot of engagement, all you have to do is click on the camera next to that keyword and create related content there. And I'm willing to bet that TikTok is going to give you a little extra push because you did that. So anytime you can use an in-app feature, that's why they like you to use their trending music and all this other stuff. They feel like it keeps users on their platform longer, and that's all they want. And to go back to audience behavior, all these tips and tools that I'm telling you about that have to do with the algorithm are great. And it's important to understand it, and it's important to work with the algorithm. But your primary focus should always be your audience, because algorithms are going to change. But if you've taken the time to build a loyal audience, those people are always going to show up for you. Okay? So I'm going to answer some questions, and I know some questions may not be related to the algorithm, but I'll answer them anyway. What's the best way to figure out the best title to use? I usually search topics on YouTube first to see which ones are popular and make it my own. There is a whole art to creating clickable titles on YouTube, an entire art, depending on your type of content. And I'll just say this. If you are someone who is making how-to videos, which is a very good idea, even if you just make how-to videos in your niche, then your title needs to be straightforward and explain what you're going to show the viewer how to do. How to create a thumbnail using Canva. Straight to the point. Maybe you might want to add some qualifiers. How to use Canva to create a YouTube thumbnail. Super easy. Easy version. For beginners. Advanced. Whatever. However, if you are creating some other type of video, like you're doing some type of unboxing or haul, then you might want your title to be a little bit more intriguing. You know, I opened 50 Amazon boxes. You'll never believe what I found. Oh, now I'm curious. You might want to incite curiosity. So there's several different formats for titles. See, there's something else I'm forgetting. If you are trying to be at the top of the search engines, just like I mentioned for the young lady on TikTok, you want to use your relative keywords in your title. I mentioned that earlier. Outfit inspo for stay-at-home moms. Um, Sometimes, now, the titles can't be too long because they're going to get cut off. I think it's 70 characters is the limit. Even though YouTube gives you more room, you should keep your titles like from 50 to 60, because you don't want it to be new for summer, outfit inspiration for stay at, and then home moms is cut off. You want to make sure the most important part is up front. If you must use a long title, make sure the most important words are up front. Sometimes putting numbers in your titles works. 5 hacks to grow your YouTube channel faster. 7 outfits you can put together in 5 minutes or less, something like that. And for some creators, it may be optimizing your title for emotional. Play on emotions. What are emotions? Fear, curiosity, inspiration, excitement. The one mistake that's costing you thousands of dollars in your investments. Oh, I might want to watch. That's making me scared. I might be losing money on my investments. Does that make sense? So hashtags on titles don't really work. On YouTube, hashtags on title it serves a different purpose. Hashtags on YouTube, period, are to categorize your video, not for search engine. So there's hashtags, which has got the number sign and the words after it. You can use them in your title. You can use them in your description. I typically don't. And then there's tags. And the tags are the metadata that basically explains what your video is about. And if there are some trending topics that you can use keywords for that indicate that, then absolutely use it. Otherwise, it's just to explain to YouTube, especially if you're a new creator, what is this video about? So some hashtags could be, let's just keep with the same topic of stay-at-home mom outfit inspiration. It could be stay-at-home mom, SAHM, an abbreviation that's commonly used. Outfit inspiration, casual outfits, outfits for new moms, what else? Could be a haul. Maybe within that video you're doing a haul, clothing haul. Those are your tags that you're going to put in the back end of your YouTube video. Keywords, not in your, yes, in your title. The keywords, the SEO, there's a whole thing about SEO, search engine optimization. Nothing on the internet is shown to you without the benefit of SEO. Everything. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, it's all going to be shown to you based on some type of search, some type of keyword, some type of metadata, some type of information about that content that the algorithm believes you as a viewer are interested in. And it's getting really crazy out here. Yes, vidIQ and TubeBuddy. I use both of them for different reasons. Felicia, what do you do when you feel like your content is in a rut? I haven't personally experienced that, but I would think that what I would do is get some inspiration. You have to be a consumer of content. If you're going to be a good content creator, you have to consume a lot of content. You have to pay attention to what you like, what you don't like. Ooh, I'd like to do something like that. I'd like to film in this way. I'm inspired by this creator. Maybe I could put this kind of twist on my content. I would just watch other creators, maybe some new creators that you hadn't discovered yet. So we should become knowledgeable about any new features to a platform. Absolutely. You've got to stay up on this stuff. You will be left behind. And I understand it's a lot, but you have to get educated. You have to educate yourself in some way. You know, you could take a course, you could get a coach, or you could just consume an extraordinary amount of content. Because anything that I'm telling you, anything that any YouTube guru would tell you, anything that any social media expert would tell you, you could probably run across it yourself on the World Wide Web and figure things out. Now, if you really, really are new to this game, you're going to have some discernment. Does this person know what they're talking about? Or does that person know what they talk about? I was just on TikTok Live and somebody said, oh, there's so many different opinions. There's opinions and there is actual strategy and stat and what actually works. You could, one of the things I recommend every single year is attending Viz Summit. Whether you go live or even just download the replays. You've got hours of expert testimony. It's not testimony, but experts, the creme de la creme of YouTube, who are telling you exactly what and how they're doing. Plus, you can stay up on changes on the platform. You have to pay for it. You have to pay to work with a coach. We don't do this stuff for free. You have to, we give away lots of free information on our live streams, in our organic social media. But when it comes down to hand-holding and to really working with you more on a not so one-on-one, but one-to-many, you're going to have to pay for it. And you're going to have to invest in your success. Or you could just spend a whole lot of time going through content and you can still learn. That's how I learned. So, anyway, any questions about the algorithm that I can answer? Hi, Kimmy. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah. It's I try to make my programs as affordable as possible. As a matter of fact, I restructured and reduced the price on a couple of them. Making it as affordable and as attainable as possible while still being able to show up and give you guys value and do some hand holding. The courses are created. It's done. I'm done. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in that, and whether I enroll one person or 100 people, it's fine with me. It's the showing up to the coaching and to the mentoring that's time consuming for me. So, all right. Looks like nobody has any questions about the algorithm. Hopefully you got some value from this. And yes, that's right, Ebony. You're going to pay with money or your time. And neither one, there's no shade to either one. I paid thousands of dollars in courses. Most of it was worth it. Most of it I can recoup. But it's just like when you're investing in like a personal trainer, not really a personal trainer, but like, remember you used to get the videos, the workout videos, Tybo or what was the Jazzercise, not Jazzercise, Zumba, or whatever. You know, you buy the tapes like, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to do these exercises that are on this tape. Well, I would just get the tape. I'm dating myself because it's VHS. Put it in the VHS machine and sit there and watch it. And then at the end of 6 months, it's like, well, I've had this exercise program for 6 months, but I haven't lost any weight because I didn't do the work. And that's the only way you're going to waste money on a course or a coach, is if you enroll, you watch the videos, maybe you listen to the coaching calls, and you don't do the work. Amber, thank you. As someone who is invested in the program, it's 100% worth the investment. That is so sweet. Thanks for saying that, but it's true. Anyway, y'all, I am going to log off. Thanks, you guys, for showing up and hanging out with me. Sorry about the technical difficulties at first. And I'm going to be showing up here every Thursday, not at 6:30. I think I'm going to come on at 5 or 6, but the live streams will always be on my channel, and you can click on the button to get notified. And yes, also motivation is what I provide inside my programs. Motivation and encouragement. And I want to encourage you guys to just keep at it. If this is something you're serious about, if this is something you want to make a full-time career of, it's a lot of work, and but the end rewards, I think, are worth it, especially if you're interested in it, if you like it, if it's fun. So I will see you guys next time.